am sorry. I didn't even, it can't have been that long because I literally have just looked over. I am sorry, and we are back. Obviously I couldn't handle something. I don't know what, but something. But, yeah. Welcome back. We are still here. That was not on you, Kevin. The stream just disconnected a second. Should have known. But it's back. And you can't see it, but I am just crossing my fingers and hoping. So I do want to try and get a little bit farther and see if we can't get to an ending, because we've got to be close. Anyway, welcome back. What do you mean? None of these guys, apparently, in this game. Ugh. I'd rather it, though. Anyway, how are you, Irregular? Are you well? The only choice seems to be Colonel Sanders, because I'm playing Colonel Sanders, or I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Because that was what was requested yesterday for Valentine's Day. It's good to hear, at least, that you're not worse than normal. Yes, fitting. That's why I asked what game you should play. And now I have to decide. Yes, I am back. What I was going to say is, now I have to decide about tomorrow, because apparently, as little sis was checking for herself, I checked it, and the first time I streamed was a year ago yesterday. So tomorrow is technically the anniversary of me streaming. I haven't decided what to do. But I might wear the dress again. And then I'll wear the dress again for my birthday, so it'll be 3 times. But we have to decide what to do about that too. Anyway, we can tell from the distance they're picking up Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's the swirly? Sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I still can't discern a voice for Van Ben. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at school? Touche, Van Van. There is a horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. Who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You. You've got some nerve, Artaku, suggesting I defend this horse. Oh my goodness. The in-game character said nothing yet. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. The character didn't say anything. In real life, I said you. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like I can go cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. I should. Colonel Sanders arrives, just as it appears things were close to boiling over. But naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. If everyone is excited for the final day of school, Artaku, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned with my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Like I said, my character's clearly been drugged. Clearly. And what was the flavor of my delicate warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that your passion about your foods was relieved. Sounds like the words to say it was bland. It's not to say it was bland, there's a lot of words to say. Excuse me, Artaku, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art, fun, and foods. It's you insider talking. Led by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who knows she is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through its pages. Oh, that's the book? It looks like bad news. That's that book. Yep. It's just something I found lying around. It appeared there's some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff, says the person who fought a spork monster. I know I'm supposed to be saying this is me, but seriously, I feel like I'm not that dumb. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I think was one surefire way to find out. Blech. You open the page covered with their king warnings. Cast only in case of extraordinary emergency. This is around the edges of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase everyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrubbed Colonel Sanders, it probably helped me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out. So, do I cast the spell or not? One or two. Are we? Because honestly, I'd rather cast the spell, but obviously, it's probably not going to do what I want it to. And Miriam is probably right. It's not going to do what I want it to do. But what do? Cast. Cast the spell. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to give is to make you forget what you were doing. Alright, after looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing spell. I believe at this moment seems very familiar. Cast the spell again. Don't do it after all. Ah! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's not to be feared. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give us a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. What do we do? I get 5 seconds. 2. Alright, I feel like Sprinkles. I feel like Sprinkles is rather unpredictable, so let's just see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on a window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, a tiny orange squirrel perches at the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs out the window. In the classroom, he begins burning. Oh, it's too late, Kevin. That's why you just gotta take 1 or 2. Uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I said you'd never come back here, Terrence. I will destroy your Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't see anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. Just because is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but every other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his respectful tone. I'm sorry about the herb bush. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Artucky, for reminding me to dole out the indisputable bit of wisdom. What? You see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. You went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here? Houseboy quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away. That's really a cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you two anyway? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't get into trouble. I yelled at Pop's mother, who blames me for quitting him banned from every museum we stepped foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. It meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hard to go on arguing. Pop leaves this creation behind and runs out the room. Nothing like a loud public breakout to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. We must not be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenges and TNF. It's still working on the title, for I think you can get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about the upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad. I could swash the tiny mug several times putting several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just her silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise to the final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. She hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off to the sunset without me, right? Of course, maybe, sort of. No, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. The big ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for the first. Someone to show them a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes tears off her cheeks. I really should review my reunion for today. I'm going to make a special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love that. Wrap it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you have a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed madman, and their counterpart Ashley. Test 1, you begin to run through a quick test of your recipe you've been working on. Radaku's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months making this dish, it was second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. As soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel. Radaku, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I begin to visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Right here, Kitty. Guys, I hear Kitty. I'm gonna go let Kitty in, okay? He's been doing everything but wanting snuggles. You finally The king. The king's here. Come here. Aww. He says hello, I think. Say hello, Sonia. You gonna say hello? No, you're just gonna sit in my arms, happily snuggling. I love you. I love you. Mm. Hi. Hello, my fluffy puppy. My silly kitty. The king. Should I put you down? No. I should just accept that I'm getting cuddled by kitty cat from now on. Yeah, let me at least put the headphones back on. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, the pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. Yes, Kitty is here. He's in my arms. He's cuddling. He's hugging. He's a sweetheart. He refuses to let me put him down. You sure you don't want to get put down? I usually don't want hugs. You want to say hello? No. You just... Heavy cat. That needs to kiss my face, apparently. I see. You want to go down? Bears. There we go. Satisfied? I'm alive. Sorry. Alrighty. And now he has to do cat things. Okay. Vision. Delicious. You're usually happy to share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven hammer goes off behind you. What do I do? What do I do, Kevin? I'm listening. Just take one or two. That's all. Or anyone else who wants to give me an answer. I'm happy with. Oh, Kitty's on the bed. Couch thing, I guess. Anyway. I'm gonna hold still for as long as possible. Two. Alright, fess up about practice dish. Oh, okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. Oh no, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. Oh, with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell it was made with a heaping help of TLC. Kitty. Fluffy, baby, no. You're determined to be quiet. Hydrate? Okay. I will get a drink. The cat will sit in my lap a minute. I will get tea on the cat. Because of his insistence. No, you're now covered in tea. Suna, no, you can't have my drink. No. He thinks so. Come here. Yes. You breathe into the mic a second. Let your presence be known. He's like, no. They can't know my presence. They can't know my presence. I'm invisible. I think he really thinks he is. There's nothing there, cat. Anyway, I can smell it made with a heaping helping of TLC. It'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Right. Anyway, I did take a drink of my tea. Despite the cat trying to keep me from that. Kitty. No. Like there's only two things you're not allowed to do. Hop on the printer and go behind. You knew. He knew. He really does. I was gonna stop him when he's like, hey, no. Anyway, the moment of truth. Cat, if you really want to hop on lap. I feel like I'm being derailed by fluffiness. The moment of truth. Wow. This is the best pot pie I ever did taste. I've always loved the country cooking, and I could eat this all day. What you get, cat? There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. Except, cook for anything you've got. You step up to cook-off for the lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing. He's Colonel Sanders. Who knows what he is, actually? Other than I think he's technically drugged us. I am pretty sure. Can't guarantee it, but you know what? Anyway, you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Why can't I make normal food? Or I guess it's normal food, but like that would be expected in a fancy chef. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing weirdly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top sauce. You know, technically, wouldn't that be... And Miriam, with her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers, she's definitely prepared to go in big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. He's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe. Fried chicken. The intensity room starts to full 10 on 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend batter blaster. Miriam, no! No! Rename that move, please. Man flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Is he gonna poison someone else other than the student? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray at lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. These moves. Even Clink gets in on it. My Dale Fletcher point chicken cooking technique. You speak English? Wait, when did Clink learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Vanna quickly unplugs Clink and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going for some black magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do I cast a spell, or do I do it the hard way? I don't think it's really much of a hard way. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic? Alrighty, have fun, Kevin. When you've got passion, I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees you've chosen to win your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Artaku. I really wish I could have picked anyone else. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, Artaku, since we were little kids, because you're my best friend forever. You turn to notice the pyramid is at your station, sharing it for you. Miriam, what about the dish you're sharing? If you're here sharing, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. Where in the world did she get an iron new anyway? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to twirl in the air, bubbling with dark cloud thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is Steve. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, and you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Let's see. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster notices that you've a grimoire stashed beneath your soaking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally send me, huh? Yeah, I guess it's sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup. Back in the old country. Yeah, all sorts of wizardry is going on, apparently. You can feel a sport monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know where exactly it comes from. It seems like it's probably lonely there. Cat, what are you... Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time the monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tosses a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you would ever win. You summon extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I'm here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary... Suna! Energy flows through your body. We're going Super Saiyan. You gotta help me. And not try to eat the chocolate chip cake. That is bad for you. My heart is pure and my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their lives for this. Hey, Sir Taku, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Poor stupid. The power used in something immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing this from time to life. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy coursing through your body. You know that this power, you can do anything, because you're Super Saiyan. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, the chicken pot pie overcooked and can't be served. Don't worry. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressively fair to Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. You managed to make mac and cheese. Well, you managed to make the mac and cheese. Time is up to you, knowing to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Outside the floors, the delicate white towels reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. But besides, sometimes unexpected combinations have some surprising effects. That surprises the individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Roar. But time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. Now, you must prepare to present your dishes. Urph. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? Or Pop? Clank? Urph. From the off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down here right this instant. Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. That's not fair. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say. It's not a forced prank in UCS, the AL. UCSIL. History. But it's not exactly a yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank, where did that pressure cookie roll off to? Oh no, stop. You wait to hear a signature word beep and other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll figure that out later. Me, how did I didn't notice that? That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Here, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. It's teeny tiny neuro tamaki. I spy a float in this itsy bitty boat. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Oof. Yes, Sprinkles. It's some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. It was carefully sifts around the dishes before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue into the bowl. Sublime. Anyone else like a test? No. Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I'm really cute like you, busted my dog. Well, fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. At last, the entire meal is destroyed. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Hey, bless! Rarely do I taste this dish, as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a hug. Thank you, Artaka, for helping me believe in myself. Ben, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni with smooth egg custard and axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer that one type of urchin with spines from a second different color type of urchin? Yes, sprinkles. Bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much. It's kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to go slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes in all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue and is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Poison! Aww. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Please tell me I'm being sarcastic. No, you cannot have that. That is chocolate. Haven't you heard cats can't eat that? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This is the last you've heard of me. By forcing us to endure his swollen pink tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps a bowl of milk. I know. I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. Sanders, step up. Now describe your dish. I don't trust you, though. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and concocted by sugar glass. Yum. It actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you to please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extra good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I want to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. Don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt this sugar spiral. Food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Brady takes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced patina. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. And you, Colonel Sanders, you and Colonel Sanders, the final class, step up together. Oh, wait. Two chefs? We began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. That's because of something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a little drum roll plays. That's what I think. I've seen everything in this kitchen. You give me this thing. It completely blew me away in my 29 dog years of life. I've never tasted anything so delicious or perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact. Everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of a mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Go, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item.
Many items so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back to the sight of its fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit they are indeed an excellent chef. Trickles of clothes you have passed, everyone has passed. There's supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete. Everyone has graduated. The students return to the one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve at the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, this humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. PG Dog is owner in the house. You know Sprinkles was a master chef, but a well-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? By the way, I'm pretty sure that this dog has to be the one behind all the other dog spork monsters. I can't guarantee it, but you know, if I had to guess, that is what I would guess. You know? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs that they did while passing. They were villains. For a moment you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No guests allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school rule bylaws. But he's a student. It was actually never a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, is this work monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, this work monster is no more. From here on, I prefer everyone to refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. I still feel so bad for the student. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found a love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie's premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, but we had it mailed directly to your father. I figured at least we could do with the school's dean. Now I get it. And now, a new wing of the school. We get a new wing. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. No. Such and such. Miriam, will you be my Lady King? When a credible sort of events and offer to join the royal family. It's a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen? I'm not even sure he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. There's so many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods so meticulously sculpted. Watch get accidentally blown away by a single burst sneeze. Okie dokie. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clink, who has arrived late to the dance. Now I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clink, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew about that the whole time. Now that I have turned the way of your kinds, I must return. A portal opens and Clink disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he is completely prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. I didn't get to be the famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Yeah. No, that's not the end. Everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you and sitting on the edge of the dance floor. Pocket, what are you doing sitting alone? Oh, you know, just wait for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, why don't you tell me what the qualities that you expect to find in such a lucky person? Top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree of the University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you like to dance with me? Would you? Yes, I would love to. You glide across the dance floor and have Colonel Sanders. This future stretches out in front of you. And when my 100th franchise up and running, I'll be ready to take the day off. I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Hartaku. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. So I steps out in his tracks. Work together? I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. What will you do? Who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be you found love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with the other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school. My dear Hartaku, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way you'll have me by your side. The end. Ugh. This game. Ugh. You like this, kitty cat? The cat. He's watching the. Oof. And the game is finished. Kitty liked the game, apparently. I think the game was weird. You gonna dance with me? Oh dear! You fall on your butt. I'm here. I'm here. Anyway, so the question is now, I think, to some extent, what am I gonna do tomorrow? As tomorrow is apparently the anniversary of the channel as far as streaming goes. I have no idea what the actual is, just because I was watching stuff on there, Twitch, back when I could. So yeah, that's the question. What are we gonna do tomorrow? Well, then apparently I'm gonna wear a fancy dress again. Yo? Am I alone? Alright, so we'll think about it. I guess. Yeah. Definitely not gonna play this more though, I don't think. You? If you lose. Alright, Oh, are you stuck? Oh, little guy? Well. Oh, kitty, 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 kitty. Well, yeah. Okay. Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, yo? I guess I just gotta think about it. Like, should I play one of the games I've been playing, or should I play? I was trying to ask earlier, but no one answered me then either. Kat, what are you doing? Are you here regular by any chance? Or do I just gotta accept that there's no one left and I just gotta finish up? Which is fine. I can just. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. Just gotta, I guess, finish. Anyway, I guess I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll figure out what to do about tomorrow then. Myself, I guess. Or I might post a poll to the Discord if I can figure out how to do that. Or just ask. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. No, Suna, stop. Sorry. Yeah. You can't eat chocolate. Fine, I won't move a second. I will just sit here in silence. It's gonna feel very weird in the stream. But you know. Cat. Did I hear my cat? No. Yes, thank you. Alrighty, yeah. I'll figure that out. I might, it's gonna stop. I'll post a question. I'll just ask on Discord tomorrow. Or during the day. Probably. Yeah. But yeah, no, the anniversary of my dad's. So I hope to see you guys there for that. And yeah. Bye-bye.